Now, after overindulging through December, we're all starting to feel a little bloated and lethargic. So today we've got a fake away that'll help you avoid picking up the phone to order a curry through January.
Fiona Uyema, author of Japanese Food Made Easy, joins us. Good morning and a Happy New Year.
You too.
Hi,
Happy
Fiona.
New Year. Yeah.
So we have a different kind of ingredient, a
That's
bavette
right.
steak.
That's right. So we're using a Japanese teriyaki to flavour it, but all the ingredients are based around low fat and high protein. So like you were doing earlier, a lot of people going back to exercise to look for that high protein. So I'm just going to get the beef on the pan first so we can start cooking up and then we can start talking through it.
And then we can eat it.
And then you can eat it. But a bit of rapeseed oil, vegetable oil that you can put at a high heating point. And I'm just roughly chopping some garlic here. So just always flavour the oil. It's a great base to any stir fry. And then you can really add whatever you want.
Okay.
So start with the garlic.
Yeah, and I'm adding some ginger too. And
ingredients that are really good for us actually this time of year, aren't
they? Yeah, and one thing the ginger does, which is really interesting actually, it helps break down the fibre and the protein in the meat, which is great.
Right.
Never really think of that.
Okay.
So straight to add it.
Your body absorbs it quicker.
Yeah, exactly. So I have flank steak here. We were just talking about it briefly. So again, it's the underbelly of the cow. So it's really high in fibre. It's a great cut, budget friendly.
Yeah, you were saying this is a cheap cut.
Cheap cut, yeah.
I got about 3 of these for €7. So if you go to your local butcher, that's where you're going to, you know, they love telling you about what you can cook or how to cook it. So really use the knowledge of your local butcher.
Yeah.
So I just went into mine and this is what he recommended. And I actually cooked at home and the flavour of it's beautiful if you cook it properly. You could tenderise it with a meat tenderiser.
So what are you ordering from the butcher, Fiona?
Yeah, so bavette steak.
Bavette steak.
Yeah, okay. And I got about 3 size piece. This will be enough for what we're doing here today.
Okay.
Okay, so just throw them in. And Simon, you're helping me with the...
Your pak choi.
Yeah, and that's a great vegetable for stir fries. We actually grow it here in Ireland as well, which is great. I'm just going to get that on the pan. And it cooks really fast as well. Like, there's probably times you have yourself where you're like, we get a takeaway. And then you can actually put something together really fast like this at home.
Yeah, and much healthier than any takeaway you're going to order.
Yeah. And another thing, I know some people are going vegan or vegetarian for January, so we also have an option here as well. I brought in some tofu, which again is high in protein. So it's a non-meat option if people want it. And you buy tofu just like that, and then you just cut it.
We have flipped the board over there, well done.
Yeah, so there we go.
Of course you have.
Now, so I'll throw the carrots in here.
And like most Asian food, and particularly Japanese food, it's all about the prep, isn't it? Because it cooks very quickly.
Yeah, and then you just
so
throw
get everything ready
in.
and then just swallow, away you go.
So I'm just after throwing the carrot in there.
Gorgeous.
And then I have some edamame beans, which again, they're really high in protein. You can get them in the frozen food section of the supermarket.
Really? Edamame?
Edamame,
yeah,
so they're Japanese soybeans.
First, do you? Or you just
no, they come like
here?
that. And just, the ones I had were in a pod today, but normally you can just buy them out of the pod. You can't eat the pod.
And they are widely available?
Yeah, in large supermarkets or Asian markets.
Yeah, very good.
So I might throw in...
would you like it all in?
Pak choi, yeah.
Why not?
It kind of wilts down then after that.
It's a bit like spinach, isn't it? In that it gets much smaller.
So while that's working away there, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the sauce then. So we've got a Japanese light soy sauce, just to make sure they have about 4 ingredients, so the flavour is really good on it. And then again, healthy for the new year, we're adding some honey.
Nice.
So traditional teriyaki could have sake and mirin, but lots of people don't have that at home.
Right.
So that's why I'm just keeping it really basic.
So honey and soy.
Honey and soy.
Nice.
So you could simmer that a little bit, half amount of honey to soy. So you can really then play around with it.
So it's giving you that sweet, salty
Exactly,
flavour.
And it's beautiful with the meat. So you can see that's all coming together nicely. And the smell of it's really nice. And again, for the carb option, I've used rice noodles. We could use rice, really use whatever you want. You could actually go without the carbs here and just pack it up with veg. But I thought rice noodles would be a nice light option for this. I just stick them into boiling water for about a minute and then drain them.
And in terms of the tofu then, Fiona, is that just how, in terms of prepping that or what?
Yeah, you just take it out of the water it comes in.
Away you go.
And then I chopped it and I'm going to throw that in there as well. Again, if you want, you can leave that out because we have the beef there. but I'm just throwing everything in here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is actually really
there's
high
a lot of
in
people
protein.
to feed here, Fiona, in fairness. You know what I
They're
mean?
hungry.
Yeah.
This is really high in protein.
So the tofu doesn't take long to cook, does it?
No, you don't. You can eat it raw actually, and just
Okay.
drizzle soy sauce over it. So you don't even have to
very
cook
good.
tofu.
Okay.
You can eat it as it is. So now I'm going to add a little bit of the sauce. The reason being, I just find when I add the noodles...
Is that oyster sauce, is it? Or what was that?
It's the teriyaki sauce.
That's more
that
the
we just
teriyaki,
made.
sorry,
Yeah.
okay.
The reason I just add it before the rice noodles, what I find is if you add the rice noodles first, they absorb all the flavour.
Right, okay.
So as you can see now, the meat is after soaking up
And
that
the
flavour.
tofu's got it as well.
Yeah. So at that point then, we can add in our noodles, because they're just
Gorge.
going to soak it all up, and
Love
then we
it.
can add more. So yeah, we're nearly ready to go. Have I made you hungry?
Yes.
The smell is unbelievable,
gorgeous.
isn't it?
And actually, every time Fiona's in,
got
you
loads
think
of time.
there's
Oh,
not
brilliant.
a huge amount of ingredients involved. It's all about the sauces, isn't
And
it?
that's
And
the key to the book.
flavours.
I mean, I have the Fiona's book, Japanese
Yeah.
food.
Oh, thank
It is
you.
very, very easy to follow.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the recipes are with two kids kind of in the kitchen, you
course,
know,
yeah, but
so
also there's not-
20 minutes.
I would have thought that with it, cooking with Asian food, that I might struggle getting some of the ingredients.
Yeah.
Yes.
But with the Asian supermarkets we have now,
Yeah.
all
We're so
around the
lucky.
country,
Yeah.
it's all there.
Yeah.
You know,
And actually, a lot of the larger supermarkets
are
as
starting
well.
to carry it.
Yeah,
do.
they now have an
I never
Asian
heard of those
specific aisle.
peas, and I wouldn't have realised they
Yeah.
were available in the big
In the vegetable
supermarkets.
section, in the frozen.
Great.
But yeah, I think we're okay to serve that up because I really want to
all
hear
right
what you
then,
think
Fiona,
of this.
go on then.
Yeah. And again, you can buy your teriyaki if you don't want to make it from scratch,
Yeah,
you know, because you
but
can
it's very
get...
simple to make. Light,
Yes.
light soy sauce and honey.
Exactly.
Very
Two
healthy too.
ingredients.
Yeah.
I'm all about the shortcuts.
I can't use chopsticks. I'm absolutely brutal. at
Don't
it.
worry, Simon, I brought a fork
Did
for
you?
you.
Well, you know me so well at this point.
Yeah.
Taking the pressure
I'm
off.
brutal. Brutal.
And I'd be interested to hear what you think of
the tofu as well.
the tofu and the
Yeah.
beef
You ever
together.
had tofu?
Yeah, I have.
Like?
I'm not a huge fan of tofu at all.
Really?
But Fiona might change my
Well, I think if anybody
opinion
can.
on that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
the
why
thing
not?
Looks
about
great and
tofu
it smells
is
great, Fiona.
just to let lots of flavours go into it because it's quite a bland food.
Right.
But,
so you need to help it along.
Yeah, exactly. So
Right.
enjoy it.
Go for it, missus.
Will I try the tofu on the
Go on.
edge?
Well, then I try
Yeah.
the beef then.
Try the beef.
The bavette. Oh, bavette. Well,
Yeah, the sauces
It
flavour in
absorbs
there.
into
just
it.
make it so
Yeah.
much tastier, don't
Yeah,
they?
it's quite bland on its own.
I love the sweetness.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. And
Great.
this is from your book?
That there is a stir fry recipe in my book. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a slight tweak for January in that one.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Great,
Fiona.
thanks,
as
Thanks,
always.
Fiona.
Now, today's recipe is up on our website, or check out Fiona's book, Japanese Food Made Easy, for more details.